You're young, you're eager to play video games for the rest of your life. You look up the best esports in the world and you go, oh, there's some awesome money. That money, I can make that money. I can play video games. I can make a crap ton of money. And yet you're not part of the 1% elite group that is going to ever make that money, make an esports team. But the dream is there. And now the dream is being elevated even more because the esports are going to the Olympics. Really, yes, the big announcement, the esports are going to the Olympics. You got Dota 2, you've got League of Legends, you got Fortnite, you got Counter-Strike. No, you don't. You don't have any of these. You don't have where there's $70 million in prize pooling, or Dota 2 with $313 million in prize pooling. No, you don't have any of that. No, not at all. What you do have is archery with tic-tac-bow, baseball with eBaseball Power Pros, chess from chess.com. That's probably about the only legitimate esport or possible sport to enter the Olympics here. Cycling with Ziff. Isn't that a Facebook game? Ziff. It's literally a training app for a stationary bike. I think they're going to have microtransactions with Zanga. Dance with Just Dance. Dance. Like, what is this? You got motorsport with Gran Turismo entering the Olympics. Sailing, the virtual regatta.
Unafraid of getting a penalty. Tim under pressure. Bardner Brooks pressure him.
Khan Maslumka, the man who came into this competition taking up a reserve place, and he is our laser winner.
What? Tennis. You're getting tennis clash. You know, you can't just play ping pong. You can't play actual tennis at the Olympics. And then taekwondo, virtual taekwondo. Who can hit those buttons faster? Who can jam the buttons on the screen faster? You're kidding me, right?
For this fight, I guess would be really good because I get to challenge a guy.
Before coming here, I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into, and now I'm here, so I'm pretty sure it'll be a fun experience.
We have long been committed to aligning with the IOC's Olympic Agenda 2020 +5 vision in growing digital engagement with people.
Well, here we go. A very warm welcome to you. We are ready for virtual taekwondo. As you can see, both fighters are getting ready. Keston Pang against Nishil Tan. Virtual taekwondo. It is that bridge between gaming and sports. Let's go. Well, Nishil Tan flicks out that front leg, looking for the scoring shots. Good spinning, but a lovely counter kick there from Keston Pang. Nice side kick to the body, and as you can see, the dynamic movement of both fighters registering on the screen here. That full body motion tracking, tries with the little body shot. Good headshot return there from Nishil Tan. She's back in business in this fight, but a huge power kick there. Keston Pang with the KO.
Okay, out of all of them, that virtual taekwondo, that is awesome. That is something I would watch. But everything else here is absolutely ridiculous. The virtual taekwondo, though, if that's the way that they're going to put the Olympic Games, if that is what you're going to do, you're going to be simulated fully in capes in this, let's go. Let's do this, because that is fun to watch. This is an absolute joke of a lineup of games to see them get their own esports. Oh, by the way, 2024 Summer Olympics is in Paris. This is happening in 2023 in Singapore for Esports Week at the Olympics. So it's not even a registered event that's taking alongside the Summer Olympics. This is what is going on here. By the way, how do you participate? Well, you participate because each have their own qualifying process. Here in Canada, there is none. I can't find it. So in Windsor, CTV News is reporting why the varsity gaming team calls inaugural Olympic esports series a slap in the face. And it truly is, mostly because all the esports games that they're promoting have nothing to do with esports. They're not the draw or the attention. They're not League of Legends. They're not Dota 2. They're not your esports games. League of Legends, Valorant, Rocket League come to mind with esports. Well, it's none of those. Instead, the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, has selected a series of games which are virtual versions of existing Olympic sports. You want to play this? Go pick up a Nintendo Wii and go play Mario and Sonic Go to the Olympic Games. That is going to be your closest thing to what they're trying to promote for the Olympics, for the esports category. Is there even prize pooling for this? I can't even find any details in Canada for an esports team to even go to this, because the esports teams here look at it and go, this is ridiculous. This isn't even the esports that people are playing. A few weeks ago, I actually went and captured a little bit of footage, which I'm going to show here during this video, of the Alberta Esports Gaming event that happened here in Edmonton, Alberta. We had devs coming out there, showing off their games that they're promoting and making here in Edmonton. We had people showing up with their own gamepad consoles, playing games like Street Fighter, playing Call of Duty, playing League of Legends. There was esports tournaments throughout the entire place. It was absolutely amazing. And there was so many people there. I was surprised. This was the first time they've ever held it under a government banner for an esports event. And it was huge. It was gigantic, and I see nothing but strong growth in that sector of the esports in Alberta. It's absolutely crazy. But this is a slap in the face to those events, to the governments out there that are pushing for this, to the people that are working alongside esports gaming to try and make these things viable, to try and make these something of greatness. No, the Olympic Esports Series is already underway, with the 3-day finals expected to take place in Singapore starting June 22nd. Like, you gotta qualify, and you're qualifying now. There is no way for Canada to even send anyone to this thing. According to St. Clair's College Esports Director Sean Brine, there are about 100 players under the Saints Gaming, and only 4 of them play any of the IOC selected titles. 8 titles that they have selected are not games that any of our players have even touched before, and those games are simply not considered esports, and that is the problem here. This is how out of touch the Olympics Committee is with the gaming world. They say, oh, it's got to have a athletic run or an athletic thing to it. No, you want the athletic. When you get into these tournaments for League of Legends and all these things, they're grueling. Like, you have to have the stamina to sit there and play game after game after game after game. Keep your hands numb. I don't know if anyone's ever watched some of these League of Legends stuff. They hold hot pads, the hot pads that we use here in the middle of winter to warm our hands when we're working in the cold. They use those to keep the circulation going in their hands, because they're doing nothing but keyboarding and mousing all day, all the time. Now, actual sports, there is athletic prowess there's people that bubble to the top, and it's the same thing with esports. There are people that will always bubble to the top because they can think ahead, they have the strategy going in their head. It's the same sort of idea in that sense. Are they one and the same? Is an esport an actual sport? The argument's still there, and it's still out to lunch if it actually is. But the idea of making strategy, of doing the things, the repetitive tasks over and over and over again until you're good at it, the same sort of concepts apply. So you can go down the line and say it's there. But when it comes to the Olympic Games, this is an absolute embarrassment, and no one wants to participate in this. No one wants to sit there. You know, maybe you'll get people out there for the motorsport with Gran Turismo. I could see that, because Gran Turismo is a very large game, but it doesn't have the large following that a lot of esports games do. But Gran Turismo 7 only has a awarded prize money of $21,000. This isn't even on anyone's radar to even play. That's where it is. They held 2 Toyota Cups and in one GT Tour, which only paid out $84. This is the future of the Olympic Games when it comes to esports. Is this going to draw, or is this just going to fall flat on its face? I'm sure it's going to fall flat, and they'll never do it again. They'll never say esports belong at the Olympic Games, because right now they definitely do not belong there. And it's an absolute embarrassment to even read off those lists. You know, at least chess is up there on the top 100 paying games. I believe it's in the 30s or something like that. So at least that's there. And I believe back a long time ago, they had chess at the Olympic Games. So that is about the only one that makes sense. But anyway, the Olympic community is just out of touch once again with reality. Thanks for watching. I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix, Cinder Shadow. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.